So I...
Guys, it's security. Are we gonna get in trouble, or is it the van?
No, it has to be the van. The van has been there forever.
Oh my god, the van looks like it's a fucking murder truck.
No, I saw that van in the Tim Hortons like drive-through when we were there this like
Parwaiz.
a little bit ago.
They're getting, it's a murderer.
No, it's not a murderer.
Parwaiz, it's a guys.
That is not a murder thing.
Tell me that doesn't look like a fucking murder van.
It's a... the person in there is homeless.
Clearly he has a home if it's in a van.
The van?
Yeah. I'm telling you guys.
Oh, they're just trying to make sure there's people in these cars.
It's a murder van.
I think. You think they know there's someone in this one?
So it's the security guys. That's who we're keeping an eye on. No, see. Oh.
Oh, they just drove away.
He said not my problem.
So this is above my pay grade.
You know why? It's because it's a fucking murder van.
Oh, it's not a murder van. Unless I see someone getting murdered, in which case it will be the murder van.
It's a murder van.
I don't know if it's a murder van.
It's a murder van. Welcome back to the So Chai podcast with
Parwaiz
and Sahar. Today, we are not reviewing the Bads of Bollywood.
Okay, so is it the Bastards of Bollywood?
It is the Bastards of Bollywood. It is the Bastards.
Are there enough stars to be? Because it's BA.
Don't overthink it. Have you finished it yet?
No.
Don't overthink it.
Have not started it.
Parwaiz.
I've heard a lot.
Parwaiz. Next week we are recording our review, so you have until next week to watch all 7 episodes.
I've got a week. You have to watch War 2. Okay, girl, it's been a month.
Okay, but like War 2, garbage movie that even you said it was a garbage movie.
Okay, nobody likes the ending of Bastards of Bollywood, okay?
Everyone ate up that show.
Yeah, but everyone hates it. This is why I'm putting it on.
Not a single person. Who said they hate the ending?
My mom and my brother. You also said the ending is like...
The ending was like whack. Like I wasn't expecting the ending to be what it was. But like it's not bad. It was just like jaw dropped.
Yeah, my brother he doesn't watch Bollywood stuff anymore, but like
I can understand why
a younger generation would like it.
A younger generation would like it, and I can see why your mom especially would not like the ending. But because of, so that's actually why we're not recording it. Initially the goal was that well, it was more realistic for me to have finished it immediately because I'm me. But it was so that I would watch however much, and then he would at least watch the first episode, and we would review the first episode and kind of do like projections for what's coming and all that stuff. I finished it before we decided to record this week, like the coming Monday's episode.
Which we are not shocked by.
Yeah.
We love a binge here.
If I'm starting a show, 99% chance I will finish it as soon as I possibly can. That being said, I did finish it, and because I finished it and I know the ending and I know the progression, it's for us to review it properly. We need to watch. Do you not want
to have like a first episode my thoughts versus the last episode my thoughts?
I know, like I just think we need the full thing, because the first episode for me was like, I was about to stop watching after the first episode. But I was like,
very The Office.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what, like Raghav was in it, and Laksha's really good too, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it for them. Okay. Because from the very beginning, I really did like them. And I'm so glad. Like, I didn't even realize I got roped into it until I didn't want to stop watching. But yeah. That's
probably what my brother was going through.
Yeah, so.
He slept at 6.
We know you want the Bastards of Bollywood review. It is coming next week. And if it's not coming next week, blame Parwaiz, it's his fault. But it's coming. Today, however, we are doing a review for...
I'm the one that had a problem with the title. Too much with Kajol and Twinkle. Indeed.
So if you don't know what that is, it is Kajol, Devgan, and Twinkle Khanna? Twinkle Khanna's new talk show. Very Coffee with Karan-esque, like... They were definitely trying to be. Yeah. They were trying to be very Coffee with Karan. Yeah. It's on Prime. It is a Prime original. They're coming out with 8 episodes every Thursday.
Okay, PR. Like, very, like, I'm pitching the show to you.
I'm just giving
It's
backstory.
on Prime. There's 8 episodes. This is the host. Like, damn. And there is no teleprompter. You do give context.
I do give context. It's important,
I don't.
okay? But anyways, the first episode came out this week.
Yes.
On Thursday, and I told him to watch it, which I'm assuming you were gonna watch it anyways.
Yeah, my mom was watching it when I got home from work, and I was like, let's watch this again. Let's start this over.
I watched it, and then I got home, and I told my mom, being like, oh, you should watch this, like, it's really entertaining. And so I watched it again with her. Their first guests for the show was an insane duo, in my opinion. They pulled Aamir Khan and Salman Khan for their first episode.
I mean, it's let's be honest here. Like, it's Kajol and why did I say it like that? Kajol. It was Kajol and then Twinkle. Like, let's be honest.
Like, they have the strings that they can pull.
Oh, 100%. They have the numbers on their phone to just call.
Well, yes, but like Karan Johar does too, and he like getting Salman Khan and Aamir Khan together in one.
I think the biggest duo that Karan Johar has gotten was either Kareena and Priyanka, Deepika and Ranveer.
I'm not talking biggest as in like name and like popularity. I'm talking, I never in my life thought I would see Salman Khan and Aamir Khan doing an interview, let alone a talk show, like a gossip talk show together.
But both of them have separately come on Karan.
Yes. Yeah.
Show.
But given the history and the like lore behind the Khans, I was not ever expecting that to happen.
Interesting. It's very shock value.
Yes. Like, it is what roped me in. I was like,
Fair.
I would eat up. I really want to see like Salman Khan and Aamir Khan's dynamic. And let me tell you, I was not disappointed.
There were parts of it that were a little disappointing.
Okay.
At least for me, which I will get into. But yeah, for the most part, it was a good show. It was a good first episode.
Yeah, that's exactly what I told. Like, my mom, by the end of it, she was sitting at the edge of the couch the whole entire time, locked in on the screen.
I was not.
But also at the end of the episode, she was like, yeah, it was not that good. But I was like, the reason why, in my opinion, is because it's like a first episode. You can tell that they were trying to like feel it out, figure out their like vibe. I feel like Kajol was very muted that episode.
Oh, 100%.
You know, I feel like she always has a lot more to say, and she didn't say a lot in this episode, and which makes sense because Twinkle had a talk show already. She's in her element, and this is very new for Kajol.
Even though she is very opinionated, so it's like, this is the perfect like
platform.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, I think it was very much so like first episode. And I told my mom, and that like low-key, like that might be why they asked Aamir Khan and Salman Khan to come on, because I feel like given how close they all are, they're like the perfect like trial pair, you know what I mean? They would balance out the lack of Kajol talking. Not even, I don't think Kajol not talking was intentional. I think it was just like, it was just her warming up to the environment. And like Twinkle was kind of being like not nice to her too. Like right off the bat, she was like, "You're laughing in my ear," and like
they seem like the shit talky like best friends.
Yeah, like it was just something really off about the way Twinkle was talking about Kajol. Yeah.
You didn't think it was like fun, playful, like?
No, I think the reason I didn't think it was like fun, playful was because Kajol wasn't hitting her back with anything.
No, do you think it's because it was first episode?
I think it was like, I think it can go both ways. I just think the first episode, that's what came out of it for me.
I see.
I'm also like Kajol sympathizer. Like I would give it all for her. I really like her.
I liked her too until like very recently. I don't know.
Because you don't like her acting from in her recent projects.
Yeah, but more so like her, like what I see in. Of course, like the media is very like warped and and paparazzi doesn't always obviously paint the best picture of celebrities.
They want gossip, they want drama.
That's how they make money. But it's like the videos, the media that comes out about Kajol, like when she attends things, like her attitude towards like the common man, towards the paparazzi, is like very Jaya Bachchan-esque.
I have heard that.
I'm not the biggest fan
I haven't seen any of it though. Like I've only heard of these things, so I don't really have the visual to connect those dots. Do you know what I mean?
But I'm also gonna be that person that's like, I'm not one to judge because I know nothing about their life, but allow me to judge because I know everything about their life.
Yeah.
so like there's no full story here, but it's like
you're like kind of off her because of some stuff. Yeah. You're like, yeah.
But she does have a great, like, I love her sense of humor and like her wittiness and her like.
I like how joyful she is.
Yeah.
In so many situations, like dramaful, gossip central type of vibe, which is why I was really excited about this show. I don't have a lot of history with Twinkle. Like, I don't know. Obviously I don't know either of them super well, but like I'm not familiar with a lot of her work. I really only. I honestly forgot that she was even married to Akshay Kumar until like they mentioned it in the show, and I was like, really? Right. You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah, I knew she was. I knew, obviously, everyone knows who Kajol's married to, but
Mr. Devgan.
But yeah, Twinkle is like, she's not very in your face, but like,
she somehow has the reputation, exists. But like without the credits, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm more aware of Kajol as an actor than I am of Twinkle.
Basically that, and I think that's a big part of like our generation, especially. We probably know a lot more Kajol than we know
100%.
Than people know Twinkle. Right, like I was saying, that's why I feel like they got Aamir Khan and Salman Khan on, because they would be like two friends who would kind of tell them exactly where to improve and tell them exactly like where they messed up and where they can do better and what they're expecting and how to go going forward, because they're so involved in the industry and have so much behind, like they have so much experience under their belt type of vibe. And because of their closeness, they would be like pretty blunt and honest about it all as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking of blunt and honest, I thought this show was more blunt and honest than Karan Johar's show. It was very like, I don't know if it was like a deep dive into like the guests and whatever, but it was very like friends just talking about like whatever.
That's exactly what I thought.
Being vulnerable, like, and just like having a good time.
Yeah.
Versus Karan Johar's show, which is very like,
you're on the hot seat.
Yes, gossip heavy, like I am trying to stir the pot. Yeah,
it was very nice to see that, like, you said it really well. Like, it was a bunch of friends sitting around and talking. And even when they were having more serious conversations, like they were talking about women in the industry and men being being paired up with younger actresses,
like older
versus
and then younger, and then versus the other way around.
Actresses never being paired with younger actors.
Although they never actually like answered the question.
Yeah, they kind of. That was another thing about Twinkle. She kept on like ending very serious things off as a joke.
Yeah.
Without, and I'm like, but like this could have been such an interesting conversation.
But the men weren't giving them any, like, I don't know what I wrote down, but Salman was not like understanding the. I don't know about understanding the question, because they're very smart people.
For him, things are very black and white, like good, bad, right, wrong, you know.
Ironic considering his history.
I know, I said the exact same thing. But like, so it makes sense to me being like, him going, I don't see the issue with women acting with older women acting with younger men. Like, I understand.
No, he was, what did he say? He was like, I'm sure those scripts don't come by your desk or something like that, and then both of them were like
how would
they
you know?
Definitely do. But then he kept like double downing on his point, and they were like, so that's when I as the viewer was like, they're not understanding the perspective from which the women are coming from. Which maybe is why Twinkle like ended it off like humorously, because she was like, they're not getting the point, let me move on.
But I
do respect them for bringing it up.
100%, and that's what I was leading to, is that even the serious conversations felt like serious conversations a group of friends would have. Like, it didn't feel like celebrities talking, it felt like friends talking about their profession.
It was very like actor roundtable. With no like interviewer, no like
a conversation, right? Like, and like among 4 veteran actors and actresses, like,
who've been in the industry for decades,
who've shaped the industry into what it is now. Like, they've all had such a major impact on the industry. With, again, I don't have a lot of history on Twinkle, so I'm not 100% sure where she lays in that, but like Aamir Khan, Salman Khan, Kajol, like, such a big impact in the industry. I loved it. I did enjoy it. I wish it was structured a little more, but I also feel like if it was structured a little more, it would have taken away from the easygoing friendship aspect
from
that
the
they were
flow
going.
of the conversation.
Exactly. But I think what I mean by structured is just like, I feel like it was like halfway through a conversation and they just randomly brought up that.
Switched.
Do you know what I mean? It was like they had these points that they needed to hit. And like no matter where the conversation was,
they were like, we have to hit these
we
points.
have to hit these points.
I noticed that when they were talking about mental health or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Aamir kept talking and talking and talking, because she was like, yeah, you have your like emotional health and then like your physical health with Salman, and then they both took those topics and ran with them for a second.
Yeah.
But then she circled back to mental health. She was like, yeah, but your mental health, what would you say? Like,
yeah.
so that I think is more to your point, that there was very like, they had a list of questions that like we got to get through at some point, regardless of where the conversation went. Yeah. But they weren't shutting down the conversation, which I respect as well. Like,
yeah.
They were there for the guests. Like, they were like, we're gonna let
like,
the guests
this
talk.
is your platform. Like, speak your truth. Like, we're not here to silence you. Salman Khan and Aamir Khan. Let's start there. In my head, going into this, the reason why I was so intrigued by their pairing was because I know about the Khan drama and how allegedly they all like hated each other for the like him, Salman Khan, Aamir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, like they.
Whether or not they actually did, I feel like the media wanted them to hate each other.
100%, and
three
like
biggest Khans, like masters of their crafts at the time. They were really in the public eye, so
very popular.
Why not start some drama?
Exactly, like competition. Yeah. Right, like people like the competition. But that being said, even in the show, Aamir Khan and Salman Khan both admitted that they did not like each other, and they both like there was an instance where Aamir Khan refused to work with Salman Khan. And I thought that in and of itself was so intriguing. I don't know if they've said that in the past that like openly before or not, but for context, the reason why Aamir Khan didn't want to work with Salman Khan was because Aamir Khan is a perfectionist, as they've mentioned repeatedly, and so he had a habit of like doing lots of takes and all that stuff, and wanting to do things again and again until he was very satisfied with it. Whereas Salman Khan, and he explained himself, was like doing like 1,000,001 movies at the same time and had literally like shoots back to back to back for different projects. So when he would come onto a project with Aamir, he would be like
super tired,
ridiculously tired, and sometimes would occasionally be late. So Aamir Khan was just kind of like over it and was like, I don't want to work with him, and it caused a lot of problems.
Which I can understand. Two big high profile actors with completely different working styles.
Exactly. And
treated him like an assistant or something. Like he'd be explaining like a scene to him and was like, this is what we're gonna do, or like doing all of their takes before Salman arrived on set.
It was
explaining to him how the scene worked, and then someone would be like and then like just been like completely
just
like
be done.
Like, zoned out.
Aamir Khan like immediately was like, you know what, like I was very judgmental back in the day, and he's like, I grew up from that, and he held himself accountable for all that like drama, which was super interesting to me because I wasn't expecting that.
He's very wise, so I don't put that past him.
I wasn't, but I didn't think he was.
That's a very like Shah Rukh Khan type of move too. Like I can see Shah Rukh Khan saying something like that.
I always thought that Aamir Khan was like, I always thought that Aamir Khan's personality and his demeanor was more similar to the way Salman Khan was during this episode.
Interesting.
Like I always thought that he would be more quiet, like reserved, like very Ajay Devgan-esque, but like better. You know what I mean? I'm not an Ajay Devgan fan. I
love Ajay Devgan. He's so funny, but yeah, he's very quiet.
Yeah. At the end of the episode, I actually I can't believe I'm saying this on the record, I liked Salman Khan by the end of this episode. And I also like really like liked Aamir Khan and stuff a lot more at the end of this episode as well. Specifically Aamir Khan, because Salman Khan, I will not forget his past, and what his present probably is. But I found Aamir Khan very interesting. I just wasn't expecting him to be so friendly and like open and just fun, you know what I mean? Him
and Karina did come out Coffee with Karan, like when that show was still going on. I don't know if there's another season.
It kind of flopped last season, didn't it?
I think so.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to watch The Bastards of Bollywood.
But yeah, and in that episode, Karina was like, just wait until you get Aamir like in his like element. Because he'll start talking, he's the funniest person in the room when he like gets comfortable. And so I saw that in this episode. Yeah. Which was really nice. And it just plays into the fact that clearly like Twinkle and Kajol have made an environment, or have made themselves into people that people are comfortable talking to and opening up to.
And like I said, I think that's gonna take their show really far.
Agreed.
Yeah, like despite this not being the first episode, I feel like their vibes are enough to just make people want to come back for more and give them the opportunity to improve. Yeah. Salman Khan, on the other hand,
he made a comment, which I think I wrote down something. He said something about, he said men are getting paid. Oh my god, you were talking about something about men and women. A man
who takes notes and then never writes the things he actually wants to talk about.
They were talking about feminism in the industry.
Yes.
And then Salman said something like, all the top cooks in the world,
pissed me off,
are all men. So what do you mean?
He's like
you're going home and like not cooking?
He's like, they've put us in the kitchen too. And they were like, what do you mean? And he was like, yeah, like now all the cooks are men and all, basically what he just said. And then Kajol was like, yeah, or like they were like, yeah, because it's their job.
Getting paid
like
for
they're
it.
Getting paid for it. And they fully went, we're not getting paid to do anything.
And then he's like, but you're not going home.
Yeah, but you're not the ones cooking. And then Twinkle was like, we're a different. No, Twinkle did admit, being like, we are a different story, because it's true. They are rich. They
can afford cooks and help
pampered
around the house. Yes.
But it did make me really mad, because I'm like, you know, the reason why all the men are cooks is because the women are the ones that are at home cooking for them and like taking care of their kids, or like women are the ones who are getting passed over on the opportunities because every industry is sexist and picking men over the woman for no fucking reasons
of making cooking a career when people have made women to feel like cooking is a necessity.
Exactly. Like, it was just like a very hollow comment. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
so I wrote, how regressive, Salman, what the fuck?
Yeah, like for a man who preaches equality and like awareness of like this and this, like it was just like, you're such an educated person and you've been in the industry for so long,
you've seen so much too, you've
been in movies that have portrayed women as such empowering people, and I'm just like, this just seems so the word I had for Salman Khan at the end of this episode was performative.
Yeah,
his whole demeanor, everything he said, I'm very intrigued by him, which is why I'm like, I kind of like liked him by the end of it because of the way he carried himself.
Okay.
But I was like, by the end of it, I was just like,
empty quotes.
I could tell you were putting on an act. The act was great. I was, like I said, I was intrigued. And then when I thought about it, I was like, but it's fake. Like,
yeah, it's like when you read something and all you say is that one thing, but then you like are forced to explain it and you just like don't know how to, so that then you stumble on your words and you end up saying what you actually think versus the quote that you thought you wanted to say. Basically a long ass metaphor to say that like he is not what he portrays, or he clearly has views that he's hiding that he doesn't want to show to the greater public.
I just
that really,
which is really ironic, because at the end Aamir Khan was fully like tu jawab bahut achhe deta hai, tujhse seekhna padega, and like at the very end, when they were walking off, and Aamir was like, kya, like he was like, bas jhoot nahi bolne ka hai, or bas sach bolne ka hai, jhoot kyun bolne ka hai, or something like that. And I was like, I'm like,
how ironic.
Like I don't know, it was just,
yeah. And his like thing is like, he'll never swear at someone else, he'll always tell the truth, he always believes in being a good person.
And which, Twinkle like, called him out on it. She was like, notice how he's always defending himself, like notice how he's always like, and
but
I was
never do that.
I was like,
that's why I'm very interested to see what Twinkle says about like other guests, or how she like
approaches it,
holds them accountable, question mark, or asks them, because she asked these two about the age gap.
Yeah, because it was something that we wanted to, and they said it too. It's like, there's something that this is a question that women are very interested in, and women want to know the answer to, and people don't ask because women aren't the ones asking. And these two would be the perfect like test subjects for that question. Exactly. Yeah. Not even test subjects. Like they over like Varun or Siddharth. Like, they're not the right ones to ask about this age gap, because they're not the ones that experience it. They're, like, these are 60-year-old men coming in movies with romantic partners who are literally half their age. Aamir Khan with Salman Khan with Deepika. No, Katrina Kaif, like, and then Salman with everyone in the industry. Yeah, like it's which is why
Aamir was like, I don't know if I've experienced this, and then I don't know if Twinkle or Kajol was like, no, you have.
Like,
but they completely dismissed Salman. They were like, you are a completely different story. Don't
yeah, they fully went like, there's no way you're saying you're getting out of this one.
Not, yeah.
And it was funny to me because she ended the whole conversation with the joke being like, we can never question his equality because he shows more cleavage and legs than any woman than women do in his movies.
But then he went back to defending himself and was like, I tell my like lead actresses to like go change. Like, I told them that before.
And he was like, I know that people watch these movies with their families and I don't want people to be uncomfortable, and
you're an actor.
You're making out with people are like, I'm so sorry, like
you can put on this act of all for feminism and women are equal and like I have respect for women, but also like that doesn't track with when you look at his past work, like mashallah, or like videos like that where it's like, as long as my leading actress is someone that I'm interested in, I will let them wear whatever they want. Also,
Jacqueline Fernandez,
you're an actor. You're not the one making calling the shots, making those calls.
To be fair, now he's a producer for a lot of the movies, which
is fine.
Yeah, so that he does have a say in all that stuff. Like they are literally.
But is that something to boast over? Like, I've told my actresses to go change. Like, okay, but also like it's a movie. It's not like this is how they're dressing 24/7, and like
also if
you're like going to a family function and you're like, okay, maybe like put on some clothes. Like that's not what's going on here.
Yeah, like it's one thing if they're genuinely uncomfortable and too afraid to say something and you're like, I will stand up for you if that's the case.
That's different.
It's another thing to be like, you look inappropriate, go put something on. Like, and you can't tell me what to wear. I'm so like, you know what I mean?
100%. And the whole thing of like when you're with your family in the cinema and it gets awkward and like there's so many kissing scenes or whatever, and like that's true for a different genre of movies, but when it comes to the message he's pushing, like that is a shitty example to push that message with, because he's pushing I like am all for women empowerment and whatever, but he's like using women as like they're the reason that people are uncomfortable in the theaters. So that is what I'm fixing.
It's like
women aren't the problem.
Yeah, it's very messy. It's like I can tell that he truly does respect women to a certain extent.
How he's showing it is
questionable.
And how he's like driving his message forward is a problem.
Or like the nitpicky aspects of his feminism are like questionable. You know what I mean? Like just the way he spoke to Kajol and spoke to Twinkle and like again carried himself around them, it was very much so like I can tell that he respected them. Like I can tell that he has a lot of like izzat towards them and cares for them. But again, it was like his words were just so, I don't know, it was just like, I can see the feminism aspect. I can see where you think you're right and why you think you're right, but exactly, like I need you to think a little more into what you're saying and how you're saying it.
And the effect that has on your co-actresses and other younger people, women in the industry.
100%.
There was also, I wrote it down, because of course I did.
I'm sure he only wrote half of what he needs to say down.
Probably. There was a part in the very beginning of the episode where where Kajol said something. It was like their intro, and then Salman took it in a completely different direction and started talking about his dad.
It was about Kajol's dad,
but he was talking about and then he started talking about his dad, and I was like, but is that what they were? Yeah, because he was like,
what was he saying about his dad?
He was like, 2 days, I was hanging out with my dad 2 days before.
That was Kajol's dad.
Oh, so I completely misunderstood.
Yeah. So segment. He was saying that that Kajol's dad and him were very close prior to his like obviously prior to his death, that like that they would see each other almost weekly, if not twice a week type of thing.
Got you.
And then
so that entire story was about her dad, not his dad.
Yes.
Okay, I thought he would like took it and started rolling with it.
No, I don't remember what led to it, but yes, it was about Kajol's dad, how close they were, and how 2 days before he passed away, he came to visit Salman Khan and basically was like, I can feel that I'm about to go, like have a drink with me type of vibe. And so they had a drink and everything, and 2 days later he passed away.
Got you. So that was Kajol's dad.
That was Kajol's dad.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind, I take it back.
What was your point though? If it, like how he would bring it down to him?
Yeah, like he just made it about himself and then like, but that's like completely invalid.
Yeah.
And when it came to that game of like the circle game.
Like this man's he's so
performative
me,
is the
choose
right
me, love me, like
performative was the right word, because in the very first prompt, whatever it was can fame go to your head or something?
No, the very first one was, would you lie to protect someone you love?
Yes, and he said
he's first one to disagree, being like, I would
never lie. No, lying is not on brand for him, so he was like, no, it's not. Like, not what I do. But then he switched to yes, I think just to be cool, just to be pick me or whatever. He
basically like convinced everyone to come to his side, and then went to the other side and went, I would never lie to anyone. I don't give a
which is a fun thing to see if you were being serious about it. You know, like playing devil's advocate, like you guys, like, you know, like if you're actually being intelligent, that's actually something very interesting to see.
Yeah.
If you're like playing devil's advocate, you get everyone to question their beliefs, get them on your side and be like, ha, fuck you. I was actually thinking the opposite.
Yeah, I actually don't believe that.
I actually believe this one, and then watch them like,
it's always a fun time, you know?
If he was doing that, it would be interesting. I don't know what the hell he was doing, okay? That's also like, the whole point of the game was, his first prompt was also like, I want to stand in the middle. So that's actually not the point.
In fact, they very specifically said there is no middle, you can't.
Can't be. And then by the second prompt, I was just like, okay, I really don't care about this.
Yeah,
I just cared about Kajol and Twinkle's opinion because they were actually standing where they were supposed to be.
Yeah, the second one was the fame one.
Yeah,
and then the third, I think the third one was men gossip more than women.
Yeah, and then, oh my god, the fallacy in the men's arguments, they were like, it's never us, we always get it from...
Yeah, we get it from the woman, like we get our gossip from the woman.
The fallacy in the women's argument. Because the women were like, we're not, like, men always gossip, and they're like, where the fuck do you think we hear it from?
Yeah.
When also, we're never the ones spreading it. We're just here listening to it.
The one thing Salman Khan said that was right was like, he's like, we're just talking facts. Like, I'm like, honestly, a very man answer, but yes.
100%. I was like, I think women are definitely the ones that gossip more than men. Men may have more gossip knowledge, like they may have like notes on gossip because women always go to them to say gossip, but they never get new information or trade information with men because men don't have.
The argument I had, and I was like, I wish they had used this, was that women gossip and call it gossiping, men gossip and call it talking.
Yeah, okay, yes.
You know what I mean? The reason why people think women gossip more than men is because women do it openly, whereas men don't. Like, you don't think Aamir Khan and Aamir Khan and Salman Khan sit sometimes and go, oh, you know what I heard? Or like, you know this. Aamir Khan admitted it. He was like, you know, sometimes I'll say something, he was like, sometimes I'll gossip and I'll be like, oh, you know, main ye suna, ye wo fulana dekna, and someone will be like, Aamir, ye to 10 saal purani baat hai. He literally admitted that he does it.
So that is gossip.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where it's like, women actually stand up and go, yeah, I'm like, bro, we're totally gossiping, whereas just for men, it's just considered talking.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's like a more or less. I just think it's the matter of one person is more one group of people are just like, yeah, no, we do it, and other people are like, no.
Another interesting thing that, I don't know if it's interesting, another thing that Salman said was that when I'm on set, there is a medium size for me, there's a large size for me, and there's an extra large size for me. Yeah. Which is like, it depends on the night before what I was doing, that like I will pick my costume later on. Yeah. And it was so interesting to me that like male, I don't know if I can generalize to all male actors, but at least to this situation, sure I will, that this male actor has a variety of costume sizes available to them versus women in the industry. I don't know if they
said costume sizes, because they very specifically afterwards were talking about, yeah, but the minute filming starts, it's one thing and one thing only. So
like, I will pick what I want at the beginning of my shoot, or what I can at the beginning of my shoot, and then keep that medium size till the end. Like,
yeah.
And keep the large size.
Yeah.
But he still has a variety that's available to him.
Well, no matter when you go into starting a new film, your whole wardrobe is going to be new. They're going to take your measurements or whatever and then create a wardrobe for you.
I'm not aware of the process of that for women, however, because in my head it's men have this range that's available to them upon request, upon order, versus women that have to work their way into their costumes. Like, they have to, because they're asked about diet, they're asked about like workout regimen, and like I feel like there's a point here.
It's the same with men. That's why men's weight, like they mentioned it too in the talk show, how Aamir and Salman both like lose and gain weight a lot because of their roles. So they have.
Are they criticized for their weight? I don't believe they're criticized for their weight in movies versus women.
When we're talking, no, 100%. If we're talking about criticism, yes, 100% men have it easier than women. No doubt about it, okay? But when we're talking about the logistics aspect, then it is pretty fair game. Like, if a woman if a woman is a certain size and she has been selected for the role and she does not need to alter her like look in any way, they will create clothes that cater to her. Same thing with men. If a man is in that physical state that he needs to be in for the role, they will create a wardrobe that will fit him in that specific thing.
I don't know if I'm completely like sold by that, although that is how I wish it would be, because I would think for more intricately costume heavy women led roles, sort of like the Sanjay Leela Bhansalis of it all, they won't have different sizes for women. They will have one size that the women will have to make do with. I can't imagine there being seven different sizes worth of Deepika Padukone's outfit.
No, Parwaiz, if say Deepika is
that she
casted,
needs to,
they don't create the clothes until after the person is casted. So if Deepika is casted, say they have her body measurements, they send it to like the designer, right? The designer goes, bet, so, create, send. The prior aspect is, this is the vibe we're going for. Designer, draw, color, send. Oh, I like this. Hire a person, create the actual outfit for that person.
I see.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
Yeah, because it's.
I'm trying to think where my train of thought was going.
Because that's like my understanding of the industry. Like, that is my understanding of how it works. Because think about it this way. Like, people who go to the Met Gala and people who go to this and that, they have people literally sewing them into their outfits because that outfit is made for them. But
my counter to that is, like, there was a BB Rexa interview which was like, I'm going to all these fittings and I've had designers that like have sample sizes for me, but I am not sample size. She's not a size 0, a size 2, size 4, and they refuse to dress her because she is not that sample size, and they're like, you know what, we can't make clothes, we're not going to make clothes for you because you're not our size.
That's a problem to a certain extent, but I don't think that doesn't make sense realistically in the industry. It's gonna cost more money, it's gonna cost it'll take more time, which will also in turn cost more money, and it'll make things significantly more complicated for the filming process. You know what I mean? It logistically and business-wise, industry-wise, just doesn't make, like, certain designers for like one-offs and stuff, yes, that makes sense. Like, not that it's right, but it makes sense because, yeah, like, that person, they're not making this one thing to be plastered in a movie and, you know, whatever. They're making this thing to be like shown for 5 minutes on a red carpet. Does that make sense? Like, it is different when it's for, like, a person is going to be hired to make clothes for a whole movie.
Yeah, I was gonna
Whereas
say like those two industries are different.
They're very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I brought up the Met Gala and the canon stuff is because I've seen interviews and all that stuff where they literally go, yeah, no, we showed them the concept design and they loved it, and so we went along with it. You know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah.
But yeah, I think more often than not, it is they are making the outfit for the person.
Got you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What else do you have on your list?
I believe I said these games are fresh. I don't know if I like them yet.
I did not.
Let it marinate is what I said. Because this is first episode, so I don't know if I love the disagree agree one. I don't know if
the fish
I don't
one didn't make
understand the
sense.
fish one. But like the idea behind them I like. Where the prompts were very industry related.
Yeah.
It really does get them thinking.
The prompts are really good. Yeah.
And then the things written on the fish were personality heavy.
Yeah.
Versus just like
it was an
cute
insight onto them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I love the fact that one of the fish got that story of Aamir and Shah Rukh Khan. Like, the laptop story, I found so wholesome and so cute. I'm like, that would have never just come up organically. You know 100%. What I mean? It was a prompt, and it was a prompt that was effective.
So it's like the thought behind both of these I really liked, because the foundation, like the prompts and the whatever was on the fish, were probes into like these actors' lives.
Yes.
So I liked that. I think the delivery was interesting. I don't know if I like it.
It felt very choppy.
I think because they're older, maybe they took it differently. I want to see what a newer Varun, Dhawan, and Alia, how they will do both of these. If they keep them the same or change them up, I don't know.
I think I feel like they're gonna have a lot more energy.
Yeah. I don't know, fresher perspectives, but like different perspectives.
Yeah.
A fresher energy.
Because like I feel like, and it was one of the things is that Aamir Khan and Salman Khan are both energy level wise
a little lower.
You know, like Aamir Khan's like exactly like even in comparison to Twinkle and Kajol, like they're
less loud. They're more muted.
Aamir Khan isn't like reserved, or like I found out he was a lot more, but he also is not like hopping off walls like Kajol is, you know what I mean?
Oh
like,
my god.
Like, you know, so I feel like Varun and Alia are gonna be one of those, they're gonna have, like, match their energies a lot more, which is exciting. Which is why I think the games are gonna translate a lot better. Like, even in the very beginning when they went on to that, like, food table, because they were both foodies, Aamir Khan immediately started eating, and Salman Khan was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna eat.
Yeah.
And he said it was because once he starts, he won't stop. I don't believe that.
I didn't really love the food portion because it was just like a very like throwaway thing.
Yeah.
I think it was gonna be a very like James Corden, like where all the foods have like some weird part to them. Like vada pav, but like really like insanely spicy. Like like I don't know.
Like putting them in uncomfortable situations.
But asking them questions, which was like let your guard down. Like sort of thing.
Felt very forced.
Yes, 100%. And it was only there for like
a little
not
bit.
Even 5 minutes. Yeah. And then they walked back. And then you hear Kajol saying, are you sure you don't want to eat anything?
Yeah.
And Salman's like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then they just walk back to the couch.
Which is a really cute interaction.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, you host the fuck out of that, bro.
But like, when are we getting to the interviews? So
yeah. It just felt very like, I was confused in the beginning. It did make sense going forward, being like, oh, so like it was intentional, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it just didn't work.
And then finally, the last scene was so like cringy.
So cringy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Please, I hope that they get rid of the whole too much face.
Yeah, oh god, please. My one request for this, at least the younger generation people will be a little bit more like enthused. But still,
it was so funny because Aamir tried and Salman Khan did nothing.
Salman was like,
Twinkle called him out for it, and then Salman went this, and somehow, someway, Aamir Khan at the same time went this the second time around too. I'm like, these are the most male things I've ever seen.
But also like the sounds and the picture.
It was just so awkward.
That's what one thing I like better about Karan's show is that it's a very natural like send off. Like, can you sign the mugs next to you?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like what very cool mugs, and then they put them on the display.
Yeah. Case. Like Aamir had the right idea when he like was like, oh, is it not a picture? Like, are we not posing for a picture?
No.
I'm like, a picture I think is fine. Like, let's pose for a picture. And like, you know, that can ultimately lead to like, could you imagine a photo wall of their guests at some point? That would be so cute.
They need to find their thing because this isn't it.
I did find it really funny though when Salman Khan went, I only have three expressions. I'm like, at least you're aware. Like, at least you're aware about your like acting limitations. Like,
or even with the Karan's even with Karan's show, he'll like, what's like the spotlight, the best moment of the show or something like that. So it's like, make the too much faces like screenshots or like snippets from the actual interview, which like caught them off guard, and like show it to them at the end of the interview.
Yeah.
What do you think you were talking about with this face?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, something that's not this.
Yeah, it was just so awkward. I don't want to see it again. Like, I cringed every single time.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of that.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, not looking forward to that in the upcoming episodes.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'm pretty sure next week is Varun and Alia, but
very, I don't know if interesting is the right word.
They haven't been in an interview together for a minute.
Since like Student of the Year in Kalank.
Like, it's been there were like rumors that they don't really talk anymore and aren't super close anymore, which is crazy because they used to be like best friends.
Probably isn't the truth, but like,
yeah,
people, like, they are at the end of the day co-workers. Like
you're not gonna talk to your coworker every single fucking day.
Not at all. Like, you don't expect like Arjun Rampal to keep in touch with Deepika from Om Shanti Om. Like, they both probably never cross paths ever.
But I think it's more so that like there was deep history with Varun and Alia. Like, they were like tight, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, they may have been best friends at the time, and obviously because you're not in the same space 24/7, things kind of fizzle out.
Bro, they're both married, they both have kids, like they have their own lives.
Yeah. Also, they're never in this, I would think they're never in the same spaces unless they are working on a movie together or are
attending events
an event
like that.
Think of it like you're actually in their shoes.
Yeah.
If I am working on 3 movies a year and I'm like going to set, coming back, going to set, coming back, I have an award show that week, and I'll be like, okay, maybe I'll run into them there.
Yeah.
I'm not meeting this person every day for lunch.
Yeah.
So not keeping up with them like that.
But like, I am excited to see, because I feel like because we haven't seen them together in so long, I want to see their dynamic and their like vibes and closeness now.
Agreed.
I think that's gonna be like, that'll kind of solidify like what people are saying, you know what I mean? Because you can easily tell, especially between the two of them, like how they were before versus how they might be now.
Post life.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that. So we should probably
maybe not post life, because are they dead? I'm very excited for that episode.
I am. Their lineup is good.
They have a great lineup.
They have
I'm not gonna lie.
They have a good balance of like newcomers and like veterans, and they're targeting those audiences
really well.
Really well. I know Chunky Pandey's coming.
Govinda's also coming.
Govinda's coming.
Janvi's coming.
Yes. Who's Janvi coming with again? She's coming with someone interesting.
I think she's just solo.
Really?
Because in her like when they did like the quick like peeks
snippets,
of whatever, there were people coming on as pairs, and then Janvi was just coming out like herself.
Interesting.
So very interested to see that episode.
Yeah.
Overall, I think first episode, not too shabby.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's to come. It's not the best by far.
No, ma'am. I do like it better than Karan's.
Yeah.
But I think it needs to earn that title.
Out of 10, what do you rate the first episode?
Like a 6.
I think that's fair. I think I would rate it a 6 also.
Yeah. Like,
lots of room to grow, entertaining, but like afterwards when you think about it, you're like, okay, that like wasn't that good.
Yeah. Maybe I won't watch it a second time because like it'll have to be like a background thing.
Yeah. You don't need to. Like, I can't wait for Kajol to just warm up a little more.
I guess we'll see once the new episodes come on.
Yeah. Which is next week. I haven't actually pitched this to you yet, but like I was thinking on if we are both, especially if we have both watched the episode, we can make little TikToks with like updates on our review for each episode.
I'm down. Stay tuned for those on our social pages, which are
Follow us on Instagram at the So Chai Podcast, TikTok at the So Chai Podcast, and if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to follow us all at the So Chai Podcast. Make sure you follow him on his socials.
Make sure you follow her on hers.
And remember, next week we are reviewing The Bad Bastards of Bollywood. Everyone, dua kar, he gets to it. But so stay tuned for that. You know us, we will go into a deep dive. We will add spoilers, because I don't think we know what spoiler free is. But yeah, so stay tuned for next week. If there's anything you want to see in particular, make sure you let us know. We got you. But anyways, we'll see you soon next week.
Same time, same.